I never imagined the day I had prayed for all my life. The day my son would get married, would become the day he humiliated me in front of hundreds of people. He didn't just insult me. He didn't just ignore me. He threw me out of his own wedding, because his bride told him to. But what I said next didn't just stop the music, it silenced everyone, including my son. My name is Margaret. But everyone calls me Maggie. I raised my son Adam alone after losing my husband in a tragic car accident when Adam was only 5. I remember those nights so vividly, the nights I would sit on the floor of our tiny apartment, sewing holes in his school clothes by candlelight because we couldn't afford a new sewing machine, the nights I went hungry so he could eat, the mornings I ran 2, sometimes 3 jobs before the sun even rose. And every birthday, he would hold my face in his little hands and whisper, "Mom, when I grow up, I'll buy you the biggest house in the city." I believed him. I believed every word, and I believed I had given him a childhood worth remembering. But life has a way of testing even the strongest hearts. Adam dated a few girls, some nice, some ordinary, but then Emily came into his life, beautiful, elegant, wealthy. Everything I was not. She had a smile that could make the sun feel small, and eyes that sparkled like diamonds in the moonlight. She came from a perfect world, fancy cars, designer dresses, flawless hair. And me? I was the mother who smelled like hospital sanitizer and old grocery bags. The mother who had grown calluses on her hands from working, who had grown gray strands from worry. I told myself it didn't matter, as long as Adam was happy. I would be happy too, but happiness doesn't always come with loyalty. Why is she here? That was the first thing I heard Emily whisper when I arrived at the engagement party. I froze. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to cry, but I said nothing, because sometimes the first insult is only a warning of storms to come. A week before the wedding, we had the rehearsal dinner. I dressed in my best, a simple blue dress I had sewn myself, hand-stitched with love. When I entered, Emily's mother gave me a look that could freeze fire, and then Emily, in her cold, perfect voice, "Adam, couldn't she wear something normal?" Adam laughed. He laughed. I remember standing there, smiling, feeling my chest tighten as if it were being crushed. I swallowed my tears. Mothers are good at swallowing. We swallow heartbreak, eh? And keep going, but nothing prepared me for what happened on the wedding day. Nothing. I arrived early, holding something I had saved for years, Adam's favorite childhood gift, a small compass pendant. When he was little and scared, he would clutch it and say, "Mom, this compass always takes me to you." I planned to give it to him as a blessing, a reminder of where he came from. The hall was grand. Golden lights reflected on polished floors, roses were everywhere, crimson, white, pink, filling the air with perfume that made me dizzy. I took a seat in the second row. Then Emily's sister approached me, hesitation written all over her face. Adam wants you in the back. Family seats are for people who match the wedding theme." Match the wedding theme. I guess I didn't. I didn't argue. I just moved, but Emily wasn't done. Because minutes later, she asked for something so cruel that even the photographer gasped. During family photos, I stepped forward to stand beside my son. Before I could reach him, Emily snapped, "No. Not her. She ruins the aesthetic." Then she turned to Adam, "Tell her to move, please." And Adam, my son, said, "Mom. Maybe sit this one out?" My knees shook, my throat tightened. I stepped back. The photographer looked at me with pity. Emily wasn't done. "Actually. Can someone guide her outside? We don't need extra people." Extra people. That's what I had become, and then. The moment that broke me, my son, my child I raised alone, looked me in the eyes and said, "Mom. Maybe you should leave." The security guard hesitated. "Ma'am." The groom said. I didn't let him finish. I walked to the exit on my own. The security guard hesitated. "Ma'am." The groom said. I didn't let him finish. I walked to the exit on my own. Each step felt like walking through fire, laughter, clinking glasses, music, celebrating his happiest day, echoed around me, and I was outside. Alone. I opened my purse and touched the compass pendant. "Always takes you to me." Those words echoed in my ears, but he had walked so far. Maybe he no longer remembered the way back. I was leaving quietly, until Emily made one final mistake, one that changed everything. Emily's father ran after me. "Mrs. Maggie. Please wait." I froze. What now? He looked nervous. I think you should know something." And then he told me the truth. Emily only wants Adam for his money. For his investment accounts. She planned to cut you out completely. My heart stopped. Every memory, every scar, every sleepless night, it all came rushing back, and I realized I would not leave quietly. If my son didn't remember who I was, I would remind him, in front of everyone. I walked back inside, all heads turned, the music stopped, Emily's smile faltered, Adam frowned. "Mom. Didn't you leave?" I stepped closer. Calm. Strong. Silent. "Adam. I need to give you something." Emily rolled her eyes. "We're in the middle of." I raised my hand, silent. Cold. Strong. The entire hall froze. I took out the compass pendant and placed it in Adam's palm. "This was yours. When you were 6, you said it always led you back to me." His face softened, but then I continued, "Today, you threw me out. For someone who wants your accounts, not your heart." Emily's eyes widened, gasps erupted. Adam stuttered. What are you saying?" I looked at Emily. "When love demands you cut ties with the one who raised you, that is not love, that is control." Emily screamed. "Adam. Don't listen to her. She's trying to ruin." I stepped closer. "I didn't come to ruin your wedding, you ruined your own soul." The hall erupted in whisper. Emily's father stepped forward. "Adam. I heard everything. Your mother deserves respect. And you deserve the truth." He told Adam everything, about Emily's manipulation, about her intentions. Adam looked like the ground had disappeared under him. He turned to Emily. Is this true?" Emily started crying. "Adam. Baby. I just wanted us to have a secure future." Secure future? Using him? Manipulating him? Destroying his mother, the guests murmured. The DJ turned off the music completely. Adam dropped the bouquet. He looked at me, truly looked at me, for the first time in years. "Mom." His voice cracked. "I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me." I touched his face like I did when he was a child. "You forgot who you were." But I forgive you." His shoulders shook. He hugged me tightly, crying into my shoulder. Emily screamed, "Adam! You can't just walk away from me." Adam removed the wedding ring. "I can. And I will." The wedding ended, not with music, not with celebration, but with truth. Adam came home with me that evening. He held my hand all the way. "Mom, I didn't deserve you today." I smiled softly. No child remembers the way until he is lost. He opened his palm and stared at the compass. "But this," he whispered, "this still points to you." I hugged him. This time, he didn't pull away. The next morning, the entire city was talking about one thing: the mother who silenced a wedding with just one sentence. But for me, the only thing that mattered was that my son had found his way back home.